Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Willis looks to pass it here. Underneath pass here to Van Ness. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Titans had 0-1 in a year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Going to run again here with Pollard. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. You talk about this Jets defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And you see the starting unit here, but really, you're going to see a lot of different personnel, a lot of different packages as they rotate in and out throughout the game.
Now Willis. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Quick throw caught out wide by Renfro. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
Nice grab there by Ridley, who made the move to Tennessee this offseason after recording over 1,000 yards and 8 touchdowns in his lone season as a Jacksonville Jaguar. And now that the rust of the previous couple of years is worn off, the Titans, they're certainly hoping he can take it a step further in 2024 in Nashville.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. You talk about this Titan defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles. And that right there is what they're going to need to do, because this is not an elite unit. They've got to keep everything in front of them, rally up and make plays, what a lot of defensive coordinators call top-down defense. Don't give up anything behind you. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We're scoreless after 1. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Williams brings it in. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Willis looking to throw it. This one caught by Ridley. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. In this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Watch it. Hey, 626.
Rodgers now to throw. And this is caught by Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, Running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. The open man here, Renfro. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Rodgers. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run with Hall. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Now it's Rodgers. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him 2 on the play there. And the Jets are going to have it 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
On the sneak, Rodgers. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Aaron Rodgers with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Zuerlein now for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's dumped off to Pollard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They work now on 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Willis. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. 1 second, all that remains. He finds his man, Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll find Hall. Down the right sideline. Dances by at the 20. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards.
It has just come so easily, hasn't it? This defense, they've been caught flat-footed time after time after time. This was not a touchdown, but it is another huge play. And they've spent huge portions of this game chasing guys downfield, and that is certainly not a winning formula.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Here we go, set.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Now Willis to throw. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
3rd down and 1. Here's Willis. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They do go for it. Here's Willis. Flush to his right. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new. It worked there. And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Back to throw Willis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
No. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Now Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. To throw is Rodgers. Taken in left side, it's Wilson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, He ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Here's Rodgers. Going right back to Wilson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing is Rodgers. He completes it to Wilson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it first and 10. Rodgers again now. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Rodgers going to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
6:30. Hey, 88.
And again, it's Rodgers. And oh no, it's incomplete. That's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
To throw, here's Willis. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
It's a loss of 3. Brings up 2nd and 13.
Now Willis to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Quentin Williams in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down.
Well, I wish his staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the 4th quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Willis got to have this one. That is caught, And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. Willis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back to throw, Willis. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Again, Willis to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Second down and 8. They'll go again with Hall. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Willis looking to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Give to Hall running right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And a nice little gain. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed asleep.
So for the Jets, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.